ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Psychosin Psychoanalysis here on the Psychosin Project channel on YouTube. Today I'm going back to the metal after reviewing Radiohead yesterday, and we're going to review the newest album by Beartooth called Aggressive. Now, I was a massive fan of their first album, Disgusting, so let's see if this does indeed hold up to that album or maybe even surpass it. 2 years ago, Beartooth released their debut album, Disgusting, which was a bit of a breath of fresh air, involving hardcore vocals, very heavy riffing, with songs that had really screamy vocals and then went into really uplifting, epic style sing-along choruses. It was something different, it was something that was very much needed. Now, when it comes to the second album, the question is, have they evolved their sound, or have they just trod water? And during interviews, the lead vocalist Caleb Shomo was saying about how the new album is going to be heavier and more riff-based. And in a way, that's kind of what's happened. I've just listened to the entire album. Now, first of all, I have to say, it's an incredibly good album. Could very well be a album of the year contender for definite. But as for the getting heavier, some parts they have and some parts they haven't. It starts really quite heavy with the song Aggressive itself, which many of you have by now heard as it's one of the singles. And as we go on through the album, you can hear they've packed in even more earworm-style choruses onto the songs. And the riffing has got a bit heavier, so has the screaming, but it seems to be less screaming on this album. It seems to be a little bit less heavy. However, don't worry, that heaviness is definitely still there. All the band members are at the top of their game on this album, and considering they really wrote this album in a matter of months, I believe, and they've come up with an absolutely amazingly impressive album that might very well, on repeated listens, prove itself to be better than their debut Disgusting. How these songs sound live, I don't know. I'd like to see them live, but these songs are definitely festival ready, I think is the best way to put it, because as you listen to these choruses, you find yourself singing along, and you can see crowds and crowds of people singing the lyrics back at them at festivals, and this should hopefully be the album to propel them even further into the limelight and into the big time, where they deserve to be. There's been more care and attention paid to the lyrics, not to say there was on the first album, but you can tell on this album that there's a few things that are bothering Caleb, and it comes through in the vocals and the lyrics themselves, and indeed on the very last song, which is kind of a heavy ballad, I suppose is the best way I could put it, with Caleb screaming while also singing along and telling you how he's not your king, etc., which some people may have put him up to, the same sort of problem that has driven other vocalists to the realms of insanity. For example, Mike Patton with Faith No More went through an interesting time when Faith No More at the top of their game and getting bigger and bigger after the success of albums like that, songs like Epic and albums like The Real Thing. Anyway, back to Beartooth. Very good album. It gets 4 out of 5 from me. Another classic album. I mean, this is going to be a hard album to make my top 10 or 20 or top 50 as I've done last year of the year, but I shall do it, and I reckon this will be in there. So yeah, if you haven't heard it yet, but you like the first Beartooth album, go get their new album Aggressive, and if you haven't heard Beartooth at all yet, get Aggressive. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Well, there you go. That is what I thought of the new album by Beartooth. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe and share the video around to your friends. God, my hair looks dodgy. Well, what's left of my hair looks dodgy. Really need to get this cut. Probably cut off because it looked a lot better. I look like an ageing old man. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to check out my Patreon. The link is there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another review. Thank you for watching. See you later.